Hey, Shalom. This is Mark coming at you with another quick spiritual conversation. Want to start by, of course, giving all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahushai. Mashanakabala has the Queen Shah Gadal Rakah, which is giving double honor to the elder apostle, great millstone, who rule on teach well. Kazak Shalom to you, brothers across the four corners of earth, putting this word in truth and sincerity, making the calling and election sure. Just as well as you few sisters might be listening and learning. And just getting right into it. You know, the spiritual conversation is pretty much going to be about how the best you is the you that is pretty much a juggernaut to affliction. You know, the best you is a juggernaut to affliction, man. You know, because in this walk, you know, I stress this a lot. You know, in this walk, you gonna catch hell. You know, you gonna have to deal with affliction. It's just mandatory and required. It's something that's required in this walk. You know, shit, our Lord Yahushua, he had to be crucified, man. That was the worst death that you could receive in a Roman captivity. You know what I mean? That was in the Roman captivity. That was the worst death that you could receive, man. That was the worst penalty that you could receive, was to be crucified, man. You know, and our Lord Yahushua, he was crucified, meaning he received the worst death and a worse humiliation during the captivity of Rome, man. You know, but at the end of the day, that was what was required of him by Yahweh, you know what I mean, to receive his crown, you know. And so we walking in the same manner of life, the same manner of you know what I mean, requirements that it takes to be a man of the Lord, so that we can receive our crown from Yahushua himself, man. You know, and Slakia. But like I was saying, and to do that, we much patience is required, which a lot of people don't have patience, man. A lot of these motherfucking 2/3 ain't, man. These Jakes ain't got no patience, man. Jake ain't got patience, bro. You know, that's why Jake be falling out the truth, because he ain't got the time to be suffering. You see, he ain't got the spirit for that. You know, he ain't got what it takes to wait for Yahweh Shai and do the things that it requires you to do during the waiting process, man. You know, that's why a lot of Jakes fall out this truth, because they can't handle those afflictions, man. You know, but to be the best you, and it's true, if you want to last long and be stable. What's that word? Stable just means steadfast or unmovable. You know what I mean? Or hard to move. If you want to be stable, or if you want to be you know what I mean, like have a long endurance in this thing, well, you have to learn how to adapt to affliction. You know, it's a certain mindset that you have to be in, you know what I mean, to be able to take all of these things, man. You know, because affliction ain't easy. You know, affliction is affliction. You know, nobody wants to fucking go through hardship, you know, but it's required. You see, nobody just automatically wants to, you know, wake up and say, hey, I want to go through hardship. No, you know, that's an undesirable thing. You see, but in this world, in this life that we live, we learn that it's much required, man. You know, to have to, you know, go through these things and deal with these things. You know, and the benefits are beautiful. You know, and are precious, man. You know, the benefits of dealing with affliction is precious. You see, and in the eyes of Yahweh Shemi Shah, you see, because what comes out of the pressure of affliction? Humility. You see, purity. You know, innocence, you know, all of these things, man, all beautiful things come out of affliction, man, so you have to take on the mindset of, being, like, in a way, being like prepared for it as well, man. You have to be prepared. You have like to have a mentally, mentally rooted mindset for affliction, man. Because like I said, affliction is an undesirable thing. You don't just want to go through affliction, especially the flesh. Sometimes the flesh, I'm gonna use this example. You might pray for humility, but then your flesh start thinking like, well, if I pray for humility, that means that the Lord is gonna put me through something. The flesh can shake at these things. Even if your spirit, like, that's the flesh. Your flesh can still shake at these things, like, I don't want to do that. Your flesh will tell you don't want to do that. Just, you can sense that your flesh don't want to do certain things. I was just using that as an example. But you gotta know in your spirit that the affliction is good for you. Because the Lord is not gonna give you more than what you can handle. So when you take on a mindset of, let's get it, man, bring whatever you're gonna bring upon me, let's get it, man. When you take that mindset and it's like a fire on you, and when you have a fire, because the worst thing, the reason that this place is hell, which that word hell just means a condition. The reason that this place is hell, because we suffer our afflictions here. We suffer our conditions here. But when you take on a mindset of just being ready, or not even, giving a damn, of the afflictions and the hell, it's like you unstoppable, man. You're pretty much unstoppable. You see, what can touch you if you're not fazed by any affliction? You see, that's the mindset that we working on, because that's like the perfect soldier, one that won't fold upon any affliction, man. The Lord is looking for that the perfect soldier, and that's why He molding us into that, man. You see? Yeah, shit, Yahushua was a perfect soldier, man, because no matter what, he was being enticed with, through the spiritual demon Satan, and through the Roman empire, because this kingdom is pretty much the Roman Empire remastered. You see, so and we see how this goddamn kingdom is. It's nothing but temptation everywhere. But knowing that shit in ancient Rome, Yahushua was walking, and he was pretty much going up and down the streets, and prophesying, and on the move all the time. Well, it was many temptations and things that he was dealing with during that time that he was walking, man. You see? But those things ain't do nothing but build him up, because he ain't go off not once, man. You see? The Lord ain't go off not once. So he was the ultimate perfect soldier. You see? So that's what we working on. We dealing with all these life lessons and things that, shit, we might say in our mind, well, shit, I don't never want to go through that again. Which that's wise, because once you go through affliction, it's pretty much a life lesson for you to know how and have, because knowledge is like the beginning of wisdom. You know what I mean? But you might, I was just gonna say that, like, you might say like, I don't never want to go through this again. But really, for real, these things that we go through is there to benefit us, man. So, and this is something I've been saying lately. I've been saying this lately, and I've been really meditating on this lately, heavily. Don't let sadness fool you, and don't let happiness fool you, man. And that goes hand in hand with the mental game that we have to play in this goddamn kingdom, because that's pretty much what it is. It's just a big giant mental game, And but the elect is gonna win, man. We gotta hope that we those men. But to help that hope of us being the elect, to help our hope to help our confidence, to help our faith. There are things out here to help our confidence and our faith, for us to be better, beneficial in this walk, because being depressed and I mean, it's good to be humble and lowly, but being depressed is not always beneficial to you, nor Yahweh Shemi Shah, nor the body. You see, so nor being too over boasted, man. So that's why I say, don't let happiness fool you, and don't let sadness fool you. Just let everything be what it is, man. You know what I mean? And don't be forcing nothing either, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm learning. Well, to every brother his own. But I'm learning personally, like you know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily need to be forcing something every time, man. Like, just let everything flow naturally. Just let everything run its course. You know what I mean? Because Yahweh Shemi Shah is dealing with us in this natural realm, man. So a lot of times, like, when things are not going your way and you have to suffer long suffering for things, and affliction come, and you desire the other side of affliction, or you desire prosperity to happen in your life. Well, a lot of times you can find yourself dealing with anxiety because the affliction is not or the prosperity of the affliction or the opposite of the affliction is not being established in a timely fashion for you. It's not, you in your mind, it's not convenient for you. But the Lord knows what's convenient for us at the end of the day. So that's why we gotta let everything flow naturally, because Yahweh Shemi Shah is dealing with us in a natural realm, man. So you have to let everything pretty much flow naturally, man. When that anxiety comes, man, just remember, like, everything is gonna happen, when the Lord wanted to happen, man. Everything is gonna fall into place. Just let it flow naturally, man. That's the best way to do it, or you're gonna find yourself beating yourself up. You know what I mean? That's why motherfuckers be cutting themselves and all this weird ass shit, killing themselves, taking the weak way out. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't build up the strength that was needed for them to pretty much surpass their affliction, man. But you just have to let everything flow naturally. And remember, the best you is the you that is a juggernaut to affliction, man. That is a flame that consumes all affliction, man. You gotta be a flame that consumes all affliction. You gotta be ready in your mind to take on any affliction, no matter what it is, man. You see? And not even care, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't care. This flesh ain't shit, man. All the things that this flesh go through, the things that the Lord put us through and put this flesh through, fuck this flesh, man. This flesh ain't shit, man. You see? So you have to be a juggernaut to affliction. You have to be a flame to affliction. And you're going to find yourself in a peace of mind when you do that, because, you know what I mean? You are what you eat, you know what I mean? In a way. So, like, and how you do one thing is how you do everything. So you might find yourself being way more sharp, you know what I mean? And flowing in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shah more and more when you take on those, afflictions in that manner, because they can get irritating. They can, wear you out. That's Satan's job, is to irritate you. But when you recognize that affliction is just gonna come naturally, and you're gonna naturally have to go through these things. Well, a lot of times it helps you to be able to be more beneficial in dealing with the afflictions. Because sometimes you can be so vexed by the affliction that you don't even know how to deal with it. when the way to deal with it is right there in front of your face, and that's just to stay in the spirit, you know what I mean, or stay strong or whatever, So, you know what I mean, like I found myself in situations like that, like being so vexed by afflictions, you know what I mean, and the pattern that they was coming to me or whatever. I thought in my mind, when really, I wasn't really moving in the spirit, and I was letting these afflictions get to me, and that caused me to not know how to deal with them. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, that's where prayer and stuff comes in, because the Lord know that we not, you know what I mean, we gonna have that's what we call on the name of the Lord for, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna be able to handle exactly everything single thing, but the Lord put these through these things, and you know what I mean, for us to you know get stronger in it, man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I wanted to go into, you know what I mean? Just flowing through the spirit. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to deal with afflictions, man. You know, you gotta learn how to deal with afflictions. You should come to a point to where it don't even phase you. You see, but it's levels to afflictions. You know what I mean? There's levels to it. But yeah, I'm going ahead and close out though. Lord's willing, is edifying to the elect, and exhorting unto the elect. You know, but yeah, man. Lord's willingness is edifying, like I said. The water y'all about you, man. Try to forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. And till next time, I say shalom and a Bible ball.